We're going live. Oh, how do I?
It's just come up to say watch live now.
Where's that screen gone? 1 second, folks. Do I have to start another one? Where is it?
If you click on Skype, it should be there.
There we go. Okie dokie. Hello, all you cool cats and kittens out there. Today we are drawing 90's Rambit, 90's Gambit and Rogue. I have my wife joining me today. Say hello, wife.
Hello.
She'll be in the background looking at your questions. My brother cannot join us, so she's taking his place. So what I've done is I've already done the basic lines for this commission. I got really carried away with this one for some reason, and I put all my effort into it. Not saying that I don't always put all my effort into stuff. I'm just saying sometimes you just really dig what you're drawing, and I got really into this one because I love 90's comics. It's what got me into comics. So I'm going to first put in the solid blacks, and then I'm going to slowly ink it up. So yeah, please feel free to ask any questions in the chat. We'll also be giving away today another digital copy of Peter Parker, or Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham. So, wife, you'll have to think of a question to ask the audience.
Why?
Well, I wasn't going to give you a name because I know
No,
you like your
fine.
privacy, so you're just wife. So let's just get to it. I'm just going to move my mic for a second so you might hear some jostling. Can everyone hear me okay? Is everything all right? Levels, etc.?
It always takes a second for stuff to come through because when I've watched it before, there's a slight delay. Piers says, "Hello, Will,"
Hello, Piers. How's it going?
and says Rambit and Gouge. And then Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham, says 90's Rambit is my favourite. Hello, wife.
Is
Hi.
Is everyone taking the piss out of me for getting it the wrong way around?
Piers also said Rambit.
Well, I'm glad everybody.
And you sound good, so that's fine.
Good. Yeah, I found out on the last stream that I just had my brother's audio pumped to the max and mine halfway, so apologies for that. There's some growing pains, but we're getting there. This is going to be some delicate ink work. I don't usually like to work this small, but small in the sense of how small the characters are on the page, because I find I muddy details that way, but we're going to try. I like to work big, like Art Adams, baby.
TF Hero says he can hear you. Paul Fry says evening, buddy.
How's it going, Paul? Hope you're all doing well. I've been liking your sketch cards you've been posting. Very cool. Bruce Timm sort of animated style. I'm digging it.
Piers says Rambit throws card.
We got some royalty-free beats in the background. Hopefully they are free. Otherwise, if someone wants to watch this back, there'll be no audio.
Yeah, ask if they can hear it or not. Otherwise it's just for us.
It's just for us then. That's fine.
If anyone's got any questions or anything,
Feel free to ask any questions while I'm going. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here in silence. I'm currently just filling in all the solid blacks that I want on this piece first, so that I can get a good idea of how thick everything else should come out. So the reason this is a bit higher quality than the other stuff I've been doing is because this is a more expensive commission. It's inks, just inks, and it's not full body. It's what is it, torso?
Yes.
And it's 2 characters, so yeah, they're quite expensive. If you know me, I don't do a lot of commissions, so if I'm gonna, do it right, I got to get paid. So.
Not that the smaller commissions are any less valuable.
No, of course not. But they just they're meant to take a certain amount of time, where these things can take a tremendous amount of time.
Piers says he likes the music. Good.
Thank you, Pierce.
Tiffany says, what would you be doing if you weren't in this quarantine dream?
Working.
Yeah. Not staying at home 24/7?
No, I would love to go play 9 holes of golf and then go eat at a restaurant. Because both of us, me and the wife, we both have our birthdays coming up. And they're both big ones. She's turning... Can I say your age, wife?
Yeah, that's fine.
She's turning 25 and I'm turning 30. So they're both big birthdays and we'll have to spend them indoors.
Well, we got ourselves a barbecue.
Boo-hoo.
We're trying to entertain ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah, we shot a BB gun last night. And shot cans in the garden with a BB gun. That was fun.
So I felt like a proper redneck doing that.
Yeah, and we're gonna get a dartboard, and we're gonna when we want to play it, we'll put it outside and play some outside darts. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, quarantine is odd, but we're getting used to it, I think.
Yeah, it's not too different from our regular lives. It's just the stress of it all. Well, actually, no, you go out every day.
I used to go
Yeah.
out every day. I haven't been out for a few weeks now,
No.
apart from to collect some shopping. But yeah, I usually go out every day, and it's weird, but it's nice to spend some time at home. And yeah, it's starting to get past the nice bit now.
Yeah.
Green Day says, "What are your thoughts on the Bruce Timm Spider-Man universe sketches? Made me want to see him to an animated series for Spidey."
Oh, I haven't seen the Bruce Timm versions, but I would love to see those. So share them with me on my social media because I love Bruce Timm, and I bet I can kind of picture what it would already look like. I bet it's very Jack Kirby-esque type of Spider-Man where he's quite thick. Yeah, I would love to see that. It's a thick boy.
Pierce says, "Big life milestones." Yeah. Well, I'm glad we didn't, do all of our other big life milestones this year.
No, yeah, last year we got married and we moved all around this time of year, so we're very happy and feel a bit lucky that we got that stuff out of the way last year because, luckily with the house we live in now, we have a garden, so that's really, really helped with the times. And I'm sorry if no one has a garden out there during this. That I can definitely feel your pain because it's just nice to have a little tiny plot of land to sit outside and soak up the sun.
Tiffany says, "Buy yourselves a birthday pool table." Don't encourage.
Oh
him.
yeah, well we have a garage that we're gonna try and renovate. We're saving up for it. We're trying to renovate the garage. Well, I'm trying to do it. You're not really trying to do it.
No.
Trying to renovate it into a place where you can play retro video games / play pool and air hockey and arcade machines and
also your office.
And yes, that will eventually be
Last on the list.
Yes, that will also double up as my office. So it'll be a big, a big kid area.
Pierce says, "What did you draw last stream?"
I drew a Hobgoblin animated series sketch card.
Yeah, that was your suggestion stream, wasn't it?
Yep, so every Friday I'm doing a suggestion stream where you guys get to choose what I'm going to draw that day. Because usually this is a commission. Usually it's going to be commissions. If I don't have any commissions, then it'll probably be a suggestion one as well. I think I have... How many commissions do I have left to do on camera?
I'm not sure.
3, I think,
because
right?
Obviously there's certain ones you can't really do on camera.
Yeah, there's some I can't do on camera due to requests, which is totally fine. It's more personal stuff.
I know there's a few that you can still stream.
Yeah, I think there's 3. I think there's the... Oh no, there's 2 because I've already did one of them. I did the Daredevil sketch card. Because I just wanted to do it this weekend. So if anybody wants a commission, now's the time.
Yeah.
At robsonrequest@gmail.com. Well, not at robsonrequest. robsonrequest@gmail.com. My wife will happily send you... She will be playing the role as me.
Yeah, all the emails go via you though. I'm not
Yeah, I
just
do
sending
approve all of them,
And
obviously.
also you can just DM on social media if that's easier. That's not a problem.
You can get a range of anything. You can get as low as £35 all the way up to 10 times that amount. So.
Tiffany says, "Congrats on getting married." Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We are also starting a garden and got baby chicks.
Oh, lovely.
Love that. Your brother says the magical garage.
Yes, the magical garage. I love that he's on watching when he said he was too busy.
Well, maybe he's okay to just like pop in and out. Like
Yeah,
I
he's
do
probably working and
sometimes.
has it on the background.
Yeah. Pierce says, what Vertigo series do you recommend?
Ooh. I don't read too much Vertigo. I've done a cover. No, I haven't done a cover for Vertigo. If I'm thinking correctly, I think American Vampire is Vertigo, and I really enjoyed that. So that would be my recommendation. I'm pretty sure that's Vertigo. And also, what was Witches? No, that was Image. But yeah, American Vampire. That's a good series.
Bruno says, just tweeted the Bruce Timm sketches to you.
Cool. Thank you very much.
I have no idea what any of this means, by the way.
Bruce Timm is the guy who was the artist for Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, okay.
So you know that look of that show, that he created all of that.
Yeah, okay.
He was on. You saw him because he was on an episode of Conan O'Brien, and he drew Conan as a superhero, and then Conan came out dressed as that superhero.
What, when Conan had his own superhero made?
Yeah, it was Bruce Timm that drew it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, if you look at some episodes in the background, like of his office, he has it framed, which is fun.
Oh, nice. Your brother said, I'm busy but still supporting you with views. I'm not going to say what else he said because YouTube. And then he also said, also I hear the ice cream truck. There is no ice cream truck.
No, there's definitely no
The
ice cream
windows
truck.
are closed. I think it must be the music in the background that he's hearing.
Maybe he just hears the ice cream truck at his.
In his head.
That's my secret. I always hear the ice cream truck. I'm a huge fan of these ticks on Gambit's legs.
Be careful how you say that.
What?
Be careful how you say that.
Say what?
Ticks.
Ticks.
Sound like you said something else.
Oh, I see. Ticks.
Tiffany said, would you sell suggested artwork to the suggester? Of course. I don't want to speak for you, but I think, you know, someone did a suggestion stream and suggested something. Of course,
Yeah,
the
the Hobgoblin I did on Friday, that's currently for sale, so they're always for sale.
Yeah, so if you want to go ahead and suggest something during a suggestion stream, feel free to purchase it after. It is first come, first served though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if someone else slips in there before you, then, you know, sorry about that. Or if they suggest it, then they can just let us know that they intend to buy it and we'll kind of put first dibs on it for them.
Yeah, because some people say, I want that, and then when it comes to like emails and stuff, they don't actually want it. So it's really first buy, first serve, really.
Yeah. Piers says, what is your favourite late night host? I like Eric Andre.
I love Conan because that's who I grew up with, and I just find him really funny. But I got to give James Corden props. I think he puts on a really good show, and Jimmy Fallon as well. Like, I'm glad Jimmy Fallon found his niche because he wasn't that great on Saturday Night Live, but he's a damn good late night host. Yeah, I love late night TV.
We don't watch the full shows. We kind of just watch the clips.
Yeah,
on
just watch the
YouTube.
clips on YouTube.
And
But
James Corden's good because he does loads of funny games.
he does, and I like how blunt he can be, and
It's that British humour.
yeah.
I like Conan. I think he's funny, and I didn't grow up with him over here because obviously I didn't. You grew up in America, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I just don't like Jimmy Kimmel. Your brother said we both heard the ice cream truck. It wasn't here, believe me, I checked. Well, I'm telling you, there was no ice cream truck here. We have all the windows closed, and you know our house is insulated. So, just saying. Tiffany says, do you have a website to view artwork for sale? You do.
I do, yeah. But it's quite unmoderated, I'd say.
It's robsoninc.com.
Yeah.
And there's pages up for sale.
There are pages up for sale, but the
as well as
prices are negotiable as their old pages. So I'm happy to.
Yeah, so people can just have a browse on there, and then if there's anything that kind of takes their fancy, then they can just message you directly or email you, and we can discuss from there. So don't take the prices of pages as that's the exact price it can be. They are negotiable.
Yeah, the pages are negotiable. Also, we're kind of now switching my Instagram to posting. Basically, if something is for sale, we will say it's for sale on Instagram, and there'll be an email there for you to buy it. Because that's kind of just a much easier version. Because I don't actually run my website. I had a guy make it for me, and I just can't seem to contact him anymore. So it's kind of it's slightly dead, I'd say. It does need upgrading.
Commissions are closed, and they're not. They are very much
yes, I
open.
did. Yeah, I did contact him saying, "Can you say that the commissions are open?" But he hasn't responded. So yeah, so that's we're being active everywhere else. My wife's running my social media. I think she's doing a great job. All the funny memes and stories and stuff. So
yeah, there is a website, robsoninc.com. But other than that, check Instagram and feel free to email or message
yeah.
to kind of inquire. I'm always happy to, if you're after something specific, I'm always happy to see if he's got any of that. And yeah, so don't be scared.
Yeah. Right, that's all the solid blacks I wanted on this. Make sure that everything is in view so everyone can see everything. Is that camera view alright for everybody? I'm still just using my laptop.
Derek says hi, hello.
Hello.
Green Day says, if you could be a mutant, what would your power be?
I've always liked what's her name? Mystique. I like that idea of turning into anybody in situations like that. Though I don't know how much I'd use that, so I think that's a bad choice.
Is Mystique from the X-Men?
She is, yeah. She's a villain in the X-Men. I mean Wolverine, but I don't know. I don't know. I can tell you who I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be Cyclops. The stress of opening your eyes and killing somebody, that sounds awful. I wouldn't want to be Rogue either, though. You can't touch anybody. I don't know. What about you?
Me?
Yeah, audience and wife. What do you choose, wife?
I don't know. I don't really know much about the X-Men.
Well, if you could have any superpower, what would you want?
Probably either to read people's minds or to be able to... No, because if it was like transport wherever you go, it'd be like only me and I'd want to be with other people.
Oh, yeah, no. I wouldn't want to look like him, but I would want Nightcrawler's powers where I can touch someone on the shoulder and we could teleport somewhere.
Yeah, that sounds
That would
good.
save a lot on travel.
My only reference for that is Harry Potter with the key port, with the boot. Yeah, I would like that. Or I would love to read people's minds because I'm pretty nosy, I think. So.
Yeah, but that's like you. I don't think you'd want to hear what people are thinking.
Oh, I would.
I don't think you'd be with me if you could hear what I thought. I had some really dark thoughts when I was in the garden today.
What?
Just like I was like, oh, what if this like I don't know, like a cigarette flew in my eye and I like lost my vision.
You
and
always have dark thoughts like that, though. Sounds really ominous. I don't think you'd be with me if you know.
I have quite dark thoughts.
Pierce says he likes Stephen Colbert and his political commentary.
I like Colbert. I mean, I do like Colbert, but some of his jokes just fall a bit flat for me. But I like his interviews.
Green Day said he'd go for speed like Quicksilver.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Or like
can burn off some
Flash
calories.
from The Incredibles.
Or like the Flash.
No.
Don't you mean Dash?
Oh yeah, Dash. It's been a while.
Yeah, my wife isn't exactly
Yeah, if you can't tell.
a fan of all this stuff. She likes true crime.
I love true crime.
And documentaries where you get to sit in the hospital room as people get checkups.
GP behind closed
Yeah,
doors.
GP behind closed doors. You love that.
I love true crime.
Anytime I'm like, right, just watch whatever you want. It's always GP behind closed doors because I cannot stand that show.
Or anything Louis Theroux.
Yeah, well, I like Louis Theroux, but you also love. What's the other thing I don't like? Oh, the what is it? What are they called? The people that midwives.
Oh, One Born Every Minute.
Yeah.
These I don't know if anyone will know these because I think they're quite English shows.
Well, that's a show where you just like see people, the process of like leading up to giving birth and afterwards. It's awful and it's full of crying, and I'm trying to work. And all I hear is crying babies, and I'm like, oh my god.
Pierce says, "Do you know what Meat Canyon is?"
Meat Canyon, no.
He's a YouTuber who does twisted parodies of franchises.
No, I don't. Sorry.
That sounds quite up your street, though.
Meat Canyon.
Sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it?
Meat Canyon sounds like.
Don't say it.
No, I'd say it. This is a.
Your brother said it's your music in the background. That's what I thought the ice cream truck was. I know. I told you that. It's our hot beats. He said, "You really want to read Will's mind? That sounds awful." I don't know. I feel like I just want to take a peek, and then I probably wouldn't go back. I think I would want to read your mind.
I don't even know what you would. It would probably just be like, it'd be stupid stuff. It's like, oh, so is this door safe against zombies in the zombie apocalypse? It'd be stupid shit like that.
It would be.
And then you'd be so upset. Like it would be like our anniversary or something, and we're sitting in somewhere really nice, and like we're on like the side of the water in Amsterdam. You're like, oh, I wonder what he's thinking right now. And it just cuts to me, and I'm just like, I feel like I miss Bruce Timm. I wish his art came back and stuff like that. You'd be so upset.
Or be like, oh, I really want spaghetti bolognese for dinner, but she made curry. Green Day said, or I think going back to the what mutant.
Mm-hmm.
Derek said Wolverine, which is what you said as well.
Yeah, I mean, because the fear of getting into a terrible accident, that sounds awful. So to have that not be a problem, but the idea of living forever, does not appeal to me.
And Green Day said, or teleportation, like the movie Jumper, looking at a picture and being able to teleport anywhere.
I think teleportation would be my number one because I was just worried about flights. Travel would be very cheap. You could just book a hotel, and then boom, you're there. And then you know what? That'd be my number one because then I could see all my friends in America. Mm-hmm. I can, that would definitely be. I could go to I could be at New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. Yeah, that would be my number one.
As long as it was like the thing where you touch you on the shoulder, like I could go as well.
Yes.
I don't want to be at home all by myself and you're just going. You're just telling.
Yeah, but I could be like, let's say, it's a Saturday morning. I'm like, oh, what do you fancy? Like, fresh croissants
from Hastings, and you go.
No, like fresh croissants, and I popped to Paris to get some fresh croissants and come back.
I love how my mind just went back to.
Yeah, what, to go back to a place where we lived like before, 40 minutes away.
Literally half an hour drive away.
I could go to like the actual source.
Yeah, that's true.
I could get the original bubble tea.
Pierce says Meat Canyon is very not safe for work content. I would assume with that name. Watch That Boy Ain't Right as a parody of King of the Hill. I've never seen King of the Hill.
No, I never. I've seen episodes of it, but I never was into it as a kid.
I've seen adverts of it, but that's it.
I know the guy's voice though. Damn it, boy. God damn it, boy. Why are you doing that thing, boy?
Is it just kind of like a Family Guy type?
No, it's its own thing. I'd say it's a bit more slow paced but it's still funny. It's about like rednecks.
I think the only recent animation thing I like is Big Mouth.
Yeah.
The Nick Kroll show. That's really good.
Yeah, Big Mouth is great.
So what are you doing now?
Still Lincoln.
Isn't that what you're going to be doing the whole time.
Yeah, I'll be inking for at least another hour.
I know, but what are you doing specifically?
I'm specifically inking one of Rogue's boobs, if you must know.
Pierce said, do you know who Filthy Frank is? I do. Do you know who Filthy Frank is?
It sounds familiar.
I know who he is, but only from when I was a teenager, and he did the cover of, is it the Jay-Z song of the blank ain't blank? I can't say it because we're on YouTube. Do you know that song?
What, BB Babe Bit?
No. Yeah.
But beeps and tricks?
Yes. And he did a cover of that song, and I used to play it over and over again when I was a teenager.
Wow, you sound like a really cool teenager.
I was so cool. You've seen pictures. You know how
Oh,
cool
yeah.
I was. Green Day said, have you seen the YouTube videos of someone taking, is it Deathlock songs? I don't know. It's DETHLOK songs and making Batman videos with them. Bat Metal is the title.
I have seen Bat Metal, yeah, it's good.
What is it? Is it just...
It's like a cartoon, and it's like heavy metal music, and Batman's like singing it, and there's like Nightwing's like playing the bass in the background. So, if you guys don't know, I do pretty much all my work exclusively digitally, and the only reason I do that is because it's so much faster. I'm just so slow when it comes to traditionally inking. Like, I don't know how long we've been going, but I've barely even scratched the surface yet.
It's probably been like 25, 30 minutes.
Wow.
That's why you had to do all of this, the first bit off camera, because
did.
otherwise it would have been like a 4
Yeah,
hour stream.
this took 4 hours already to do. So, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, Pierce said Filthy Frank is known as Joji now. He was on, because he's kind of changed his whole thing and he's like a music guy. And he was on Hot Ones.
Okay.
Do you remember Joji on Hot Ones?
No.
You probably don't because we've seen a lot of them.
Well, what we watch on YouTube is we watch Good Mythical Morning.
Mm-hmm.
We watch Shane Dawson.
Yeah.
What else do we watch? I watch a lot of retro video game stuff like Metal Jesus Rocks and Scott the Woz.
Yeah, that's why our TV YouTube is just filled with game stuff.
Yeah. We like watching the Rad Brad if we're going to watch a video game.
Yeah, I like Rad Brad. We also...
Oh, Call Me Kevin. He's great.
Yeah. Occasionally Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, occasionally.
Only if he does a full series. We watched that A Wolf in VR doing The Walking Dead.
Yes.
That was really good.
Yep, he was good. He's new. Yeah, it's like zombies are one of my interests that you're like okay with sometimes like indulging as well.
Sometimes I don't really like horror stuff because I don't mind horror stuff, but I hate jump scares because
you know what? Zombie movies are pretty much like you're always pretty safe from jump scares.
Yeah.
It's like they're not really jump scare movies. That's
some
ghost
of them
stuff.
are, not on most of them, and I don't like overly gory stuff. Like I don't mind gore, like in real life. Like I don't think I could have studied like forensics if I didn't, but I hate fake Hollywood gore. I don't like it.
Well, you liked the first It movie, the remake.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I?
Did
Oh yeah, she also has the memory of a goldfish when it comes to movies and television. She'll just forget everything about everything.
Like I've watched Dexter multiple times and I still don't remember the whole entire plot.
It's ridiculous. Well, we'll like suddenly a new season will come out of a show, and as we were watching, I'm like, oh yeah, do you remember this person did this? You'd be like, no, I don't even know who that person is.
Yeah, but I am who recaps are for.
Yeah.
I watch a recap and I'm like, right, I'm up to speed now. I know.
Yeah, but you don't recap and go like, oh yeah, I remember. You're like, oh, thanks for just letting me know what the actual story is.
Oh, Piercy changed his name to Piercy. I must have been getting his name wrong. Joji wasn't Jimmy Fallon. Yes, he was. I don't really listen to any of his music. I just still in my head when I see him, he's just Filthy Frank to me. Green Day says he likes Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. We do watch some.
Yeah, I like
Markiplier.
Markiplier.
And we watch his Try Not to Laugh stuff as well.
I like when he plays like the online board games like Uno and Sorry and stuff with his friends. And he's got a very good voice as well.
He does. When I was a teenager, I used to watch PewDiePie.
Yeah.
But we don't watch him anymore because his content just isn't. We just don't find it.
No, I think we've just grown out of it. That's all.
Yeah. It isn't what it used to be. Yes.
Yeah, but you say that, but we did try and go back to watch old videos, and we just didn't make us laugh anymore. It's
That's
just,
true.
it's just not our.
Just a change.
Yeah.
He says I like Jack's films. Yeah, I haven't watched Jack's films in a long time actually.
Oh, who's the guy that does all those interviews we like? That used to be in a big YouTube thing.
What do you mean?
Like the wondrous world of.
Oh, Anthony Padilla.
Yeah, Anthony
he used
Padilla.
To be in Smosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like him.
Yeah, he makes really good interviews. Oh, Garrett Watts. We love Garrett Watts.
Yeah, we do like Garrett. He's funny.
I think Garrett's following me on Instagram, which is pretty cool.
Oh, and iDubbbz as well. Do you know who iDubbbz is?
I know the name.
He does some stuff with. Oh, we watch William Osman as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love William Osman.
And he's the guy. iDubbbz is the guy with the moustache and glasses in those videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we don't really watch him that much.
No, I just like Osman because his humour makes me crack up. Song sounds like someone's just like walking with a bunch of crap in their pockets.
Peter Porker says my YouTube faves are Game Grumps and Jason Latour's. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Jason Latour's The Doll or Dow.
Nope, I haven't heard of that.
We know Game Grumps.
Do we?
Yeah, well, maybe I just do. But I don't know the other guy. H3H3, we used to watch a lot of H3H3, didn't we?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, his stuff I do like, but there's a lot of stuff I think he's a bit over opinionated on. But
his main channel H3 stuff is funny.
Yeah. Vape Nation. And the coronavirus video he did was really good as well.
That was funny. Says also like H3H3, internet comment etiquette, anything for views, and Max Mofo. And then Green Day says I really like John Tron as well and Game Grumps.
I know who John Tron is.
No, John Tron. I think he's quite an original YouTuber, isn't he?
I don't think he's one of the OGs.
No, but I think he's been on there for quite a long time.
Anthony Padilla is.
Yeah. I don't know internet comment etiquette. I have heard of Max Mofo, but I haven't watched him for a long, long time. The Drawl. Jason Latour's The Drawl. Never heard of it. Unfortunately.
I feel like I've heard the name Jason Latour.
Comic artist and writer Jason Latour interviews comic writers and artists.
Oh, well, that sounds.
Like that.
Yeah, that sounds right up my alley. Yeah. I listen to a lot of podcasts like that, where it's a lot of comic book artists interviewing other comic book artists.
TF Hero says I watch David Dobrik vlogs. I do watch some David Dobrik vlogs.
Who's that?
David Dobrik vlogs are my guilty pleasure because I feel like I'm too old to be watching them. Because they're very like teen oriented,
right?
But they're like my guilty pleasure because they're literally just over 4 minutes long each vlog, and it's just him doing silly stuff with his group of friends, and it's all very silly. Peter Book says sorry for my initial misspelling. That's fine. When I'm not watching with you, I watch a lot of like YouTube drama channels, which is just rubbish. A load of rubbish, basically.
Oh, who's that guy we like that exposes all the shade of other YouTubers and people in pop culture. He's
What girl? Oh, guy. Or
guy.
guy.
Yeah, and he's got like the little. He doesn't show his face. He's got like the
Is
blonde
it Primming?
Primming, I
Primming.
think.
Yeah, we like him.
He's got some great videos.
Yeah, they're all good. They're like mini documentary.
He did a documentary about Joey Exotic and Carol Baskin before the Netflix
He
thing.
did that like over a year ago.
Yeah. That's how we went into Tiger King knowing how it was going to end, basically.
We saw Tiger King before it.
Yeah, we were into Tiger King before everyone else.
Tiger
But
King
yeah,
hipster.
yeah, we're Tiger King hipsters.
Piercy says, I like Fantano and Eddie Burback
Don't know them.
and How to Basic. Well, we know How to Basic.
Do we?
He does a lot. I think he's the one that does the like the kind of parody cooking stuff, and he doesn't show his face.
Oh, speaking of cooking, we love binging with Babish
Yes.
and anything Gordon Ramsay. And you watch that thing of the people in New York City trying to cook stuff.
Oh, Bon Appetit.
Yeah,
The test kitchen.
Bon Appetit.
Yeah. Green says, I also like Kaleidos comic book shopping series with celebrities. I didn't know.
Oh, I've seen that. It's good.
I didn't know there was so much comic stuff on YouTube.
Oh,
is
of
that the
course.
one-
You just don't get exposed to it.
Is that the one where they're in the shop?
Yeah,
It's
they.
kind of like porn stars, but with comics.
No, that's that's comic book men.
Oh.
You know, my brother's been in the background of that show.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been told that before. You guys tell me a lot of stuff, I don't remember it.
No, that's a show where I'm pretty sure that celebrities go on and they walk around a comic book store and don't they like choose a choice for them at the end of it? But the celebrities just talk about like how they got into comics and what they like, etc. Because I think I've seen Kevin Smith on that.
Is that not a Kevin Smith show?
No, or maybe actually, I don't know. No, the comic book man is a Kevin Smith show.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Don't worry, just ignore me.
I just saw on social media today that Kevin Smith opened his own like little restaurant.
Is it a vegan restaurant?
No, I don't think so because he was selling tater tots, chocolate covered pretzels, and a lasagna sandwich.
But they can all be made vegan because he's vegan now, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's Movies, which is his in his movies he has his own fast food restaurant. So he's actually made it, and he said it's available now. Like to if you're in LA, you can like place an order for it, and then I think right now all the money goes towards families. There's a charity for families who don't have money for food during COVID-19.
That's nice.
So all the money goes to them.
That's nice. Daisy says, a Nerd City. Do you know Nerd City?
Nope.
Fitz and all of the Misfits.
No.
There were two separate things. And then TF Hero says, I also enjoy Vanos Gaming. I've seen that name, but I only watch gaming stuff with you now.
Yeah.
I mainly watch drama channels.
We don't watch too much gaming unless it's a game we both really want to see, or I really want to see.
And I just sit through with you.
Well, you enjoyed watching Resident Evil 2.
I do, yeah. I've always enjoyed watching gameplay.
You like watching horror games.
Yeah, because I wouldn't play them.
That's why I watch them, because I'm too much of a wimp to play them myself. I watch some people play some games that I probably would have played, just because I know I don't have enough time.
Green Day says about the Kaleidos comic book shopping series. So yeah, it's a series on YouTube where they get the feel of what the celebrities like, and if they've read comics before or not, what characters they like, and give them recommendations based on all of that. Gerard Way was on an episode, and you're right that Kevin Smith was on one as well.
Yeah, so I have seen it.
Do you know who Gerard Way is?
Yeah, I do.
Who is he?
Gerard Way. Is he the guy from My Chemical Romance?
He's the lead singer of My Chemical Romance.
He's a comic book writer.
Yes.
I know that because he was Kevin Smith interviewed him on a podcast. I used to be a massive Kevin Smith fan. I still love Kevin Smith. I don't know. I just stopped listening to all of his podcasts and stuff. But I respect the dude immensely.
I used to love Gerard Way.
I think you were the target audience at that time.
Yeah.
Teenage girls with angst.
Green Day says John Schneck started it years ago about the comic book series, and then someone else with Collider took over. I don't know who John Schneck is. And then Piercy says, have you watched the game called Trover Saves the Universe? It's by Justin Roiland, who also made Rick and Morty.
I've heard of it.
We have heard of it. And you've got the
Because
H3,
didn't they cover that? Because they're friends with him?
they're friends with Justin, yeah. We have watched something about it, but we haven't seen it. You tried to play the Rick and Morty VR game, didn't you?
I loved it, but it was really hard. That's a game that, when I have a bit more time. Right now I'm focusing on making my own game. But that's a game I do want to complete because it was really good. It was difficult. Like, you really had to think.
Do you want to plug your own game on Instagram?
Yeah. Follow at Dino Zombies Game on Instagram and Twitter.
I'm not in charge of that social media.
That's why there's no posts on it. But I'm hoping to have a playable demo of my game in 3 to 5 months.
Piercy said Gerard Way wrote Doom Patrol and the Umbrella Academy. Yes.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
My kind of intro to comics was the Umbrella Academy.
Really?
Just because I knew of Gerard
You know
Way.
there's a TV show of it, right?
No, I didn't know that.
There's a TV show of it on is it Netflix, I think? And apparently it's quite good.
Oh, maybe we can give it a go.
We can, but to be honest, it did not look like my type of thing, but we
No.
can give it a go.
I think the only reason it was my intro is because I liked Gerard Way, and so that was why. And then the
I know the show did quite well. I think people really liked it.
Really? Yeah, I think I have heard the
My
show.
brother likes it.
But the only other kind of comic I had at the time was The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
That was my way-in talk when we first started talking to each other.
Well, you got nothing but time in your hands. There's a whole stack of comics behind you. I could introduce you to some stuff.
I know. I can't remember what the other one you were talking about.
Kill or Be Killed, you'd love.
Yeah, that's the one you always say I would love.
Yeah. And you'd love Southern Bastards as well.
I can't say that.
I can. That's the name of the book.
No, you still can't say that. Green Day says John was the king of the sweaties and passed away in 2018. John Schnepp.
No, I've never heard of him. And I really love 90's Rogue. I think she's so cool looking. I love that 90's look, like, 'cause it's that mini jacket and like gloves and stuff. That's why I love Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. There's something about that mini jacket look with the rolled up sleeves I think is really cool. And also 90's is full of logos everywhere, and I love all that. She has three X-Men logos on her. Actually, I think in total she has 5. It's like, we get it. You're on the X-Men.
She's got great hair.
Yeah, she's got that classic 80's wild hair.
Green Day says John Schnepp did the documentary on Kevin Smith's cancelled Superman movie.
Oh, I've seen that.
Was it good?
It was good. That's the Superman movie where Tim Burton was going to direct it, Lester.
Mm.
And do you know who was going to play Superman?
No.
Nicolas Cage.
No, he wasn't.
Yep.
That's terrible.
And there's even footage of him trying on a costume.
Mm.
And he's got like long hair as well, and like it's a huge bodysuit with big muscles, but it's all very Tim Burton, and his hair's kind of like Tim Burton-y, and I think loads of people are so upset this movie never got made because it would have been so bizarre.
Well, Tim Burton's got such a huge following. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm that big of a fan of his kind of aesthetic.
Yeah, I am.
I know. You love like Nightmare Before Christmas and stuff.
Yeah, Batman '89's, if not one of my top favorite movies, if not my favorite movie besides Jaws.
Piercy said, "Did you know Joe Rogan and Gerard Way are related?"
Really?
No, I didn't know that. They seem like such opposites. You might want to move your light slightly towards Rose because she's looking a bit in the dark.
Is that better?
Yep.
Can everyone see? I know I'm working a lot on this side. I can't keep it straight because I have to move it all around all the time. Yeah, I have no confidence with a brush, so I just use the tiniest, like 0.05 nib and build up my lines. Because the truth is, I'm actually a terrible artist. I would love to draw more traditionally for work, but I have to sacrifice the, making profit off of selling original art over speed and hitting deadlines, because Marvel only cares about hitting deadlines, which is completely understandable, and that's the one thing that I am quite good at. Otherwise, I would do it like this. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Green Day says, I would have paid so much money to actually see Kevin Smith's version, untouched by Burton, come to life and see Nick Cage's Superman.
Oh, I would want it very much touched by Burton because I feel like that would just make it the weirdest thing in the world.
And then he says, I don't know how to say these. It's spelled D-U-D-R.
D-U-D-R.
Named his son Kal-El in real life.
You sure you didn't mean to just type dude?
Oh, probably. Oh, God. That's so stupid. Dude named his son Kal-El. So I think, did Nick Cage call his son Kal-El?
Nick Cage is a massive Superman fan. I don't know if he still owns it, but he owned $1 million copy of the first ever printed Superman comic from the 30s.
I'm just googling. You did. His son is called Kal-El Coppola Cage.
Wow. Coppola? Is he married into the Coppola family?
His uncles are Mark Coppola and Christopher. Yeah, the son's uncle. So I guess he's married into the family.
Yeah, but what about Francis Ford Coppola? What's his relation there? And then Francis Ford Coppola has his daughter is a famous director now.
I don't know Nick Cage's family history.
Well, look it up!
No, one of his parents is a Coppola.
What, Nick Cage?
Yeah. His dad is August Floyd Coppola.
To be fair, I only know Francis Ford Coppola. You telling me that Nick Cage isn't his real name?
No, it's Nick Coppola.
Da-da.
Green Day said he had to sell the Action Comics #1 when he went bankrupt.
I bet that broke his heart.
And he said Nick Cage is a Coppola but changed his name to Cage. That must have been
That's
so frustrating.
crazy.
Frustrating to hear us go through all that. He likes Luke Cage. Oh.
Wow, yeah, I know he's a comic book fan.
I wouldn't have put him as a comic book guy.
Well, he's in what's it called? Kick-Ass.
Oh yeah, he is. Who does he
He's
play?
great in that. I don't even remember the character's
Is
name,
he the
but
one that gets put in the big microwave?
No, he's one of the main characters. He plays Hit Girl's father.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember he like shoots her in the chest, like so she can know what it feels like? And she's got a bulletproof vest on, and he looks a bit like Batman but with a shotgun.
That's crazy. Apparently, Piercy says Francis Ford Coppola is Nick Cage's uncle.
Wow.
Nick Cage is a stage name named after Luke Cage. Yeah, that's crazy. And I don't know, I think Nick Cage is more punchy than Nick Coppola.
Yeah, and maybe he was trying to not rest on his laurels of his family name.
What, like the Sheens?
Yeah. Why the Sheens?
Because Charlie Sheen used his dad's stage name, but then there's another brother who completely changed his name because he didn't want to.
Oh, really?
He didn't want to be kind of branded as a Sheen.
Yeah, I respect that.
So if anyone else has any more questions or anything, we haven't really talked about art much in the stream, but if anyone's got any specific questions, then go for it. Otherwise we'll just
Well, we can keep talking about our favourite YouTubers.
chat. Can't say what I'd normally say. We'll just chat away.
Chat junk.
Chat junk.
This music's so good while inking.
Mm.
It's really relaxing.
It's just on Spotify. It's non-copyright. I think it's like lo-fi hip-hop.
This is perfect.
Good.
It's really like calming and putting me in the zone.
Good. I think it appears he said Estevez is actually the Sheen family. Charlie Sheen is the brother of Emilio Estevez.
I know that name.
So I guess Emilio Estevez is just using their actual name rather than this kind of stage name. I respect that. I like that he branches off by himself. Oh, he was one of the kids in Breakfast Club. Have you ever seen Breakfast Club?
Yep. See the blonde one?
I think he's like the he's like the sporty guy.
Blonde hair, blue eyes? Because that guy looks a lot like Martin Sheen now I'm thinking about it.
I don't really think he kind of has blondie hair in Breakfast Club. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he looks a lot like them. You can see they're related. Yeah, he's like got the jacket on, you know, the sporty American jacket.
Varsity?
That's it. He did a lot of stuff. The Mighty Duck.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Wow, that makes so much sense. He looks so much like his dad. Have you ever seen Martin Sheen young, Lester?
No, I haven't. I've only seen him in that.
He looks just like that.
The Grace and Frankie show I watched.
Oh my god. It's Martin Sheen, one of the greatest actors of all time, but you only know him from Gracie and Frankie. Have you ever seen The Departed?
No.
He's in that. Have you ever seen Apocalypse Now?
I've heard of it.
He's
but
the main guy in that. Millions of other things.
My dad is obviously watching.
Oh yeah.
My dad just texted me, I love Breakfast Club. Hi, Dad. Let me look up Charlie Charlie Sheen, not Martin Sheen. Yeah. They all look a lot alike, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure their mum doesn't like that.
No.
I bet Charlie must look a bit more like his mum.
Green Day says also Cindy Lou Who from Jim Carrey Grinch movie is Taylor Momsen.
Yeah, I know
Who's
that.
the lead singer of the Pre-Reckless. I used to listen to the Pre-Reckless when I was a teenager. I loved that band when I was
Where are you, Christmas?
It's not quite the same vibe.
Why can't I find you?
Green Day said Martin Sheen was Uncle Ben in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Yes, he was.
I didn't know that. I've never really seen those movies.
They're not great.
I've skimmed. I think I watched one at like Christmas when it was on TV, but didn't really pay attention.
They're just very depressing.
I'm all about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah,
they
yeah, buddy.
are my Spider-Man movies.
They're so silly.
TF Hero says, "What's your top 5 favorite games?"
Super Mario World for Super Nintendo. That's the first game I ever played in my life, and I still play it today. We were playing that the other day.
What game was that?
Super Mario World, the one, the one where I kept dying in the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my goal in life to beat that game one day, but on the original hardware. Because I know on the Switch you can play it, but you can cheat because you can rewind time. I'm so tempted to do that, but I can't.
It's not the same.
No, so that's one of my all-time favorites. Another all-time favorite of mine is the first Streets of Rage game. Absolutely love that game. It still really holds up today. I think I made a list this the other day. The original Sims, or just the Sims franchise in general. I love the Sims. Roller Coaster Tycoon. All these games still really playable today. And then Mario Golf for N64. I love that game.
You also love Mario Party.
I do, but I wouldn't put that in my top 5.
Those are all kind of old school. Do you have any like more recent games that you like? You don't really play a lot of games anymore.
No, I don't have much. Well, it's because I've been making my own game. That's what I spend all my extra time doing. Recent games. I mean, I like the new Spider-Man game. I didn't like the story, but I liked the gameplay. It was great. I loved Red Dead Redemption 2. I loved the new Jurassic Park game where you get to build your own Jurassic Park. I got really heavily into that. I'm looking forward to that samurai game, that ninja samurai game that's coming out. Animal Crossing, love Animal Crossing, playing that every day.
You have quite a mixed taste in games, don't you?
I do, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely in my top 5 I would put Resident Evil 2, the original. That's like one of my all-time favourite games. It scared the crap out of me as a kid and inspired a lot of the stuff that I'm into.
Have you seen The Last of Us?
I have, yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's alright.
I really liked that game.
I was a bit annoyed because the plot that they ended up doing was a plot that I wrote for my own book, so I was like, God damn it. With, no, I won't spoil it. But it had to do with the main girl and how she's attached to the plot. And it's exactly the thing I wrote when I was 16 for my zombie story, so I was pretty upset by that.
Green Day agrees that the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man isn't great.
No, I can understand why people would like it, but it's just not my thing.
Piercy asked, have you watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? It's with Johnny Depp
Yep.
and Benicio del Toro.
Love that movie. That is a trip.
Is that an old movie?
Yes, it is. Not. It's from the 90's.
Oh, really?
In the opening scene,
it's
Tobey Maguire's in it.
It's the classic kind of...
Drug movie.
And it's that famous poster, isn't it?
What, with the... What, in the car and the... Oh, what, you mean with Johnny Depp's head all swirly?
Yeah, it's famous poster, yeah. That's the only thing I've seen.
It's based off of... What's that guy's name? Hunter something? It's based off of a real guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Green Day says, how would you do the story for the sequel to the new Spider-Man game?
Well, I think they're going to do...
You loved that game when it came out, by the way. You would not stop playing.
No, I really enjoyed playing the game. Like, it felt like a very good Spider-Man game. I just didn't like the story. I didn't like what they did with Aunt May. I really didn't like Mary Jane basically being Lois Lane instead, because she was like working for the Daily Bugle as a news reporter. And that's just... I just feel like why... I didn't like that character change. But the gameplay itself was a lot of good fun. But I think the next one they're going to focus on the symbiotes, and that's what I would do.
From what I saw you play, but I liked the... I don't know what his name is. The kid? Is it Miles?
Oh yeah, they did the whole...
I liked his little bit.
Yeah.
Like his storyline in that.
Yeah, that was good with his dad and everything. Well, you haven't seen Spider-Verse, which is all about Miles Morales.
No, is that the cartoon?
Yeah, with Spider-Ham as well.
No, considering you've been trying Spider-Ham for months, I haven't
It's very good.
seen anything to do with it.
It's like a Disney Pixar Spider-Man, but not... I don't know, it just has a really good, like, vibe to the movie. Like, there's a lot of hip-hop, like, beats in the background.
Is there more kind of, like, adult, like, kind of jokes in it as well?
Not necessarily. Maybe hidden ones. You know who's in that movie is Nicolas Cage. He plays Spider-Man Noir.
He sneak his way into everything. I've only recently seen like some of the most famous Nick Cage movies. Like what was the one I saw a few months back?
A few months back?
You know where he kind of counts everything.
Oh, I showed you Matchstick Men.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's a good movie. And then I totally forgot Sam Rockwell is in that movie, and I love Sam Rockwell.
You love Sam Rockwell.
I do. I think he's an amazing actor. He was amazing in Jojo Rabbit.
That was a great movie.
That's one of my favourite movies I've ever seen. I wouldn't put it in my top list, but I really, really liked that movie.
I probably would, because it kept my attention. You know, films
It was
can
so
keep my
funny,
attention.
but also like really
dark.
pulled on your heartstrings and...
I won't give any spoilers because it's quite a new movie. But
Yeah.
yes. It's a good movie.
Very, very good. Much better than anticipated.
Yeah, and you know how I struggle to watch films all the way
Yeah.
through.
Just that director, I always butcher his name.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, Taika Waititi. I don't know, there's something about him that I really just like his style, his humour. I don't know, just really, really into him.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah, that's the thing, is he's just a funny guy himself. But
He's a funny guy.
a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
That's an H3 reference.
Is that Babs at the door?
I have no idea. Lucy says it's based off of Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, that's his name.
Based off of a book from Hunter S. Thompson called Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Green Day says, I've heard Harry is going to be Venom, but Eddie Brock is supposed to be a big part, so I guess he becomes the true Venom, and Norman should become Green Goblin.
Yeah. Look, I'll play it. I'll buy it. I'll play the whole thing, beat it 100% like I did the first one. I loved the gameplay of it. Take the Arkham games, but make a Spider-Man, I'm in. You know, I don't have to like the story. It doesn't matter.
When I hear Green Goblin, I just see like Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, the actual Green Goblin in the books is so different from that.
But in my head,
He's
it's not. It has to be the Willem Dafoe
Yeah.
version. That's it for me. Casey says Into the Spider-Verse is a great movie. Can't wait for the sequel.
Yeah, it was very good. Really, really good art style. Memorable as well. Like the whole feel of it. It's hard to describe. It just has a really good aura to that movie.
He also says Jojo Rabbit is a really good movie. Taika Waititi is a great director. He is. He's really good.
I think he's going to be, for me, he's like the black comedy Quentin Tarantino.
Green Day says, I feel like Sam Rockwell was so underused in Iron Man 2.
Yeah, he
I
was.
hope they bring him back for something like Thunderbolt series or movie in the MCU.
That would be awesome. I agree, he was completely underused.
He's a really good actor. Like, you introduced me to him, and everything that I've seen him in has been really good.
Yep.
Like when he played that police officer in the three billboards?
Oh,
movie?
oh yeah.
That was a really
That's the
good
thing
movie.
is, like, if I see him that he's going to be in something, I'll give it a go because I just feel like he or his agent has exquisite taste.
Yeah, he's good, and he was so funny in Jojo Rabbit as well.
Yeah, he was. And Rebel Wilson, she was hilarious in that movie as well. She was all just one-liners, but
She was. I'm not normally like.
no, I don't usually
I'm
find her
not
that
normally
funny.
keen on her kind of comedy style. Like when I've seen her on kind of James Corden's show and like talk show, she is funny on there. But in movies and stuff, her type of movies, like Pitch Perfect and stuff, I don't really watch that kind of, I guess, teenage comedy rom-com stuff.
No.
But from Jojo Rabbit and from what I've seen of her on like talk shows and stuff, she can be pretty funny.
I tell you also did she win Best Supporting Actress or not? Or Best Lead Actress? Scarlett Johansson in that movie was incredible.
She was really good.
And that's the best role I've ever seen her in. Not saying that I never rated Scarlett Johansson, but I just, I never really thought twice about her as an actress. That sounded really bad. I don't mean it to sound like that. I'm just saying, after that movie, I was really, really impressed with her acting capabilities.
She wasn't just Black Widow to you.
No, but I guess that's really the only thing I've ever seen her in.
No, she's good. She was good in everyone was good in that movie. Even Stephen
I
Merchant was good in that movie.
You love the little fat kid, don't you?
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, his best friend. Oh, I love him.
And he shoots the massive rocket.
Oh, he's so... I was like, if they kill this kid, I'm not watching this anymore.
And he's got the suit on that's like made out of paper.
Oh, he's so sweet. I think because he's English as well.
Yeah.
He's just like really cute. Green Day says the James Brown dancing scene on stage in Iron Man 2 gets me every time.
Yeah, that is funny.
Laughing every time I see it.
That's actually not James Brown. That's the band Average White Band. So, just to clear that up for you.
God's sake.
Because I know my funk. It's my favorite genre of music. So, just to clear that up.
Peter said, I really like David Tennant. Doctor Who and Good Omens is awesome. David Tennant is a good actor.
I like David Tennant, but I don't like everything that he's in.
He is a very good actor. I watched that show he was in on Netflix recently, where the police interview show. Do you remember that?
Yes, he was good in that. He was good. I didn't enjoy the Jessica Jones show. It just wasn't for me. But I thought he was amazing in that. And
he is a good actor.
He is. Yeah, he should play the Joker. I really think he'd be a fantastic Joker.
And he, as I got a bit older, because I watched Doctor Who as a kid, Chris, I can't remember his full name, the guy who played Doctor Who before him was like my childhood Doctor Who. But as I was like coming out of it, David Tennant was like the main famous one, and then it moved on to Matt Smith, who you find a bit funny looking.
Oh yeah, he looks like a potato man, but he's incredible in The Crown.
Oh, he's amazing. Like The Crown is such an amazing show.
Yeah, I feel like the new season didn't really hold up.
No,
my expectations.
The seasons with Claire Foy and Matt Smith are amazing.
They're some of the best TV I've ever seen.
Green Day says, my bad, it's been a while since I've seen Iron Man 2.
I just can't believe you'd mix up James Brown with Average White Band. That's just... I mean, come on. That's common knowledge.
Piercy says, Yorkie is such a cute little character. That's what his name was. It was Yorkie.
Is it?
Oh, he's so cute. He is a very cute character. He's a welcome addition to that show for me. That movie. I love him. He's so sweet. So what are you doing now? I can talk a bit about...
I'm inking Rogue's elbow.
So vague.
Using a 0.05 uni pin fine liner.
So this is just an ink commission.
This is just inks, yeah.
Would you put this much detail in the inks if you were doing colours as well?
Probably not. I think you're right, because I think it's just inks, that's why I'm going balls to the wall. With colour, it's different, because I can I don't know. I can hide a bunch more stuff.
I think Luna's outside the door.
Yeah, we'll let her in then.
Greener said, I agree that David Tennant would be an amazing Joker for Pattinson's Batman. I think he would be a very good Joker.
Oh, to Pattinson's Batman, yes, that's a great combo.
I'm watching that movie.
Yeah, you like Robert Pattinson.
No, let me clear this up. I don't like Robert Pattinson. I liked him.
I love him!
I liked him when I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I have to watch it just to kind of relive. Because the teenager in me wouldn't forgive me if I didn't watch that movie.
Right. Well, you watched The Joker with me.
I did.
And my opinion on that is, I think Joaquin Phoenix did an incredible job. You know, really immersive, interesting character that he created. Was, you know, he was. You had to watch him. Did I like the movie itself? No, I thought it was garbage. But that's just my personal opinion. Because Taxi Driver is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it kind of just felt like a blatant rip-off of that. And I've never seen The King of Comedy, but I know people have said that it's a rip-off of that too. So, anyway, if you start hearing snorting now, my French Bulldog's just come into the office. Because she was lonely.
Oh. She's all happy now.
She was by herself.
Casey says, do you like Edgar Wright? He
Love
directed Scott
Edgar
Pilgrim vs. the World, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz.
Love Shaun of the Dead. Love Hot Fuzz. He's amazing, awesome, fantastic. I love Spaced as well. He's great.
Green Day says, I love Scott Pilgrim and Baby Driver. Have you seen Baby Driver?
I have. And to start, I was really into it, but as it went on, I don't know, I lost a bit of interest.
I haven't seen it. I was going to watch it because John Hamm was in it.
I love John Hamm and Robert Pattinson.
No. Robert Pattinson is
And a glass of Chardonnay at 4 o'clock.
And then afterwards I watch a bit of ABBA. No, Robert Pattinson's been and gone. John Hamm is here to stay right now. Mad Men, Don Draper, those vibes. I'm all about that.
See, if I was talking about like a girl like that, I'd be in so much trouble.
Oh, I'm so sorry about the double standards.
Oh, these
for
double
men.
standards. You know, us men, we're so oppressed.
Yeah, but so hard. No, I do like Edgar Wright. I have many friends that love, is it the Cornetto trilogy?
Yeah.
So I've seen them many times.
Yeah, I said to you the other day we should rewatch Shaun of the Dead because I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah, because guess what? I don't remember any of them.
Good zombies in Shaun of the Dead as well, the scary zombies. And of course I love Space because there's that whole scene where Simon Pegg's character has been playing Resident Evil 2 for way too long, and then suddenly like his world becomes that for like 5 minutes.
Green Day says the driving and shooting synced to the music was what really got me.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Like, I will not deny that. Amazing practical car scenes as well. You know, the stuff that makes you go, wow. Because you know it's not CGI. You know it's some guy in a car just doing some really cool stuff. But I don't know. I also watched it after Kevin Spacey came out. You know, that he was done all that stuff and he was in the movie. So it kind of made me feel a bit weird watching it.
Casey said Edgar Wright is making a movie called Late Night in Soho. I haven't heard about that.
No, neither do I.
You'll probably watch it though because you just kind of watch.
Yeah, I follow the directors. I watch anything Taika Waititi does, Tarantino. Those and Edgar Wright. Those are the dudes I follow, and Sam Raimi as well. I something about him.
Oh, yesterday you went on a big.
Oh, I had a big film nerd thing. Did you know that Sam Raimi did this? Oh boy.
We were watching Chef, and he was on the show.
Yeah, the Chef Show.
And you just talked for about 10 minutes.
He's the
Sam
director
Raimi.
of the real Spider-Man movies that you grew up with, but he also created The Evil Dead. Let me tell you about his zoom-in action. That's what inspired Edgar Wright for all of his classic zoom-in shots.
Yeah. So I had about
Look,
10
I went to
minutes.
film school, alright? It's a huge
I
interest of
know.
mine. I love it, that films. Nothing wrong with being passionate about
No,
something.
of course not. That's why I let you go on for about 10 minutes. And then you
Look,
let
I
me...
even know like that you have no
No, I
interest,
know. But sometimes
but
it's
sometimes
nice
you just
to
need
say
to like
it.
blurt it out.
Yeah. And that's why you let me go on about John Favreau making his dough and about bread dough for about 10 minutes as
Yeah,
well.
that's true. The thing about bread dough is,
That's my version of like nerding out to you, talking about baking and bread dough. And tutting it like forensics in programs.
yeah.
Luna's been very good, very quiet. Green Day says, yeah, the spacey thing kind of messed it up for me too. But I tried looking at it as it's just a film created by Wright and still holds up.
And that's, I mean, look, I love Kevin Spacey in the sense of his acting. He was one of my favorite.
Before we knew about all
Yes,
the stuff.
he was one of my favorite actors. But now that I know the stuff that he's done, it's not, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is. Especially
Like Louis C.K. is another person where it's like, why? You got to do the things you do.
especially when you kind of go back and like see Kevin Spacey in like House of Cards and stuff, and he plays quite a
Playing himself
quite
now.
a creepy character.
Yeah.
And seeing him, you're like, oh, it's just yeah, it's not nice. Green Day says, I can't wait to see what Sam Raimi does with Doctor Strange and who he makes Bruce Campbell
Yes.
play in the film.
Yes. Yes.
Don't get him started.
I completely agree. I hope it's proper. Like, because I know there's rumors that it's supposed to be scary. I hope it has that Evil Dead scariness to it, but also that tongue-in-cheek, silly humor. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Is Benedict Cumberbatch still playing Doctor Strange?
He is, yeah.
I like him. Doctor Strange character just seems a little bit silly to me. From what I've seen, I don't really know anything about him, but
He's just like a grown-up Harry Potter.
I guess he is, and that is a bit silly. But I get why people like it. If anyone wants to talk to me about Harry Potter, hit me up.
Please do not hit up my wife. If anyone's gonna hit up my wife, it's gonna be me. My wife.
What? You love saying that. I'm pretty sure you said that at our wedding.
No, I didn't.
Like at the reception, I'm pretty sure.
No, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Man, I've been on the zone with this one.
How long do you think you have left?
15 minutes.
Not too bad.
How long have we gone for?
Let me have a look. We started at what, 6?
Mm-hmm.
So it's been about an hour and 20 minutes.
Right, well, that's longer than I thought. I'm trying to keep these to just an hour.
Green Day says, who would you cast Bruce as in Doctor Strange 2? And it says, is it
Mephisto?
Mephisto would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or just, you know what? Screw it. Just do a big Evil Dead crossover with Doctor Strange. That'd be fun. Could you imagine Ashy Slashy in the Marvel Universe? That sounds great to me. Any other questions?
No, not yet. I think your brother is a lot better at this than I am.
I think you've been doing a great job.
I think your brother's like very like podcasty. He's good at that.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What's up, my waggy worms?
Hi, webheads. And I'm not used to.
No, this is a more chill vibe.
I'm not used to chatting junk for over an hour. Green Day says he agrees with you about the Mephisto thing. Someone did a fan film on YouTube where it's Army of Darkness meets Marvel Zombies.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
And then Green Day says Ash gets an Iron Man glove in it.
That's really cool. That's actually really cool. I like that a lot. Groovy.
I think Luna's just happy to be in the room with us.
What's she doing?
She's just sitting in my lap.
Being a cutie pie.
Yeah. She looked really offended when I opened the door. Did you come up with a question to ask at the end?
No, that's your job.
No, it isn't.
I said my wife
Yeah.
will be coming up with a question, so you better
No.
think of a question. Think about what we've chatted about.
I don't know.
Stuff, Robert Pattinson and all that stuff, and
No.
Harry
What?
Potter. Ask a Harry Potter question.
Ask a completely out of like left field question.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to do with superheroes or comics.
No. This is your time. This is your question.
Oh no. I
You can make it about sourdough loaves or something.
Yeah. How do you make a sourdough starter?
What are the key ingredients to making a sourdough loaf? So yeah, you got to come up with a question.
Oh my goodness. Bruna says if I find it again, I'll tweet you the link.
Cool, thanks. And just to let you know, Green Day, we haven't posted everything out yet. We're waiting to do a big batch.
Yeah, because obviously during these times, we don't want to be making multiple trips
No.
to the post office. But obviously, if anything needs to be there, like ASAP, let us know. But yeah, we're trying to do it in like as big batches as possible, just so it's less risk to us, like going out in public and things. So yeah, staying home.
Staying home and staying safe.
Yeah.
got a question ready?
No, I'm trying to think of one. That's why I'm being so quiet. I'm trying to think of one. Greener says, no worries, no rush. I just appreciate you doing it for me.
I appreciate you supporting us. We can now make sour loaves.
Sourdough? Sourdough? No, we can't because we can't buy bread flour anywhere.
No.
The shelves in the shops are empty.
It's a crazy time. What a weird thing that's going on.
Right, I think I have a question. I'm hoping it's not too hard.
Okay.
You want me to say it now?
No, wait till I'm done.
Okay.
Don't mess it up.
I don't know if people are going to know. I've got a backup question, easy backup question in my head. They're about my teenage loves. The first one is a Harry Potter question. If no one can answer that, the second one is a Twilight question.
And remember, folks, this is to win a digital copy of Spider-Ham issue 1, and spelling is important.
Spelling is very important.
Is it going to be important with this question?
I think it is, yes.
So is it going to be a race to Google?
Probably. I think that's probably what everyone is going to do. Is just Google and have the first one come up. Green Day says, I've been working from home now for a month, and it sounds like it's going to be much longer, so I'm stuck. Wow, a month, that's crazy. If you're not used to working from home, that's a long time.
It is, yeah.
It's a huge life adjustment for everyone to get used to, and hopefully everyone is staying safe, hasn't gotten ill, and is doing okay during these times, because I know it's hard times for most people right now.
It's hard times for us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most people, it's difficult out there right now. So the world has just been turned upside down. Yeah, it's very, very difficult. Hopefully, Green Day being stuck at home is not too bad for them. Yeah, hopefully everyone can keep hold of their jobs. Crazy times. As long as we're all healthy, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You never went out anyway.
No, I never went out. Well, I couldn't because I had to work. Alright, just got to do Gambit's hair and then I'll be done.
It's looking good from what I can see on the screen.
Thank you. Wife.
Hidden person says, hey man, where can I purchase your work? Do you have a website?
So I do have a website. It's robsoninc.com, INK. But the best bet for getting something would be to email at robsonrequest@gmail.com, and my wife will send you over a price list. If you want to see examples of what I can do,
They're on Instagram?
Instagram,
which is Robson Inc., which is Robson INK.
Yeah.
On the website robsoninc.com, there's also like pages that are up for sale. There's some commission prices. It says commissions are closed, but they're not. They're open. And yeah, the prices on the pages are negotiable. So if anything like catches your eye, just email us at robsonrequest@gmail.com or DM on social media and have a chat with us. You know, we're always open to have a chat for any inquiries or anything. And postage is included in all of the prices, so worldwide postage, because obviously we're based in the UK, is included in all of the prices. And yeah, commissions start from a sketch card to however big you want.
A full-bodied...
Full body, multiple characters, A3, I don't know. You draw it, I don't, so...
Or maybe we'll do one stream and you can do someone's commission. I bet they'd love that.
Oh yeah, a stick figure. But yeah, best bet to see current work or commissions or live streams. Most things are going on Instagram, and that's at Robson Inc. Lots of stuff on the stories. There's currently a Hobgoblin sketch card up for sale. Sketch cards start at £35 and Hobgoblin's £35. Budapest says great, thanks. So check out your website. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nearly done.
How long do you think you have left?
Minute.
Really?
This took a little bit longer than I expected. I thought this was going to be shorter for some reason. We're doing the pre-inks, I was like, pre-inks, you know, it's not going to be long.
It's been just over an hour and a half.
Alright, I'm pretty much done now. I'm just going to do some extra noodling on it.
Okay.
So, do you want to prepare? Are you ready with your question?
I've thought of a question. I hope people can hear me, and I hope people know the question. If they don't, if no one answers, they'll ask another question.
Alright, well, one second. Let me show everybody the commission that I've drawn. Oh, hang on, I gotta sign it first. Where's my signing pen? Here it is. Where should I sign it? Over here, I think. There we go. Okay, I'm going to tilt this up here so you guys can see. I'll put that light up as well. 90's, Gambit, and Rogue. All linked up. Ta-da! That was good fun. Big fan of these characters. Love Rogue. Love Gambit. So, yeah. That's why I got carried away with that one. Right, I'll tip this back down. Right, so this is what's up for grabs. Peter Porker, The Spectacular Spider-Ham, issue number 1, written by Zeb Wells, drawn by yours truly. There's lots of cool freaking art in it. Wow, look at all this cool art. I drew that. I didn't draw that. That's an advertisement. I drew that. Isn't that cool? It's eating cake and stuff. So, great series. My favorite thing I've ever done at Marvel. So, my wife is now going to ask a question. If you get the correct answer in the chat, you will receive this comic digitally for free. We will What you need to do is you need to email at robsonrequest@gmail.com, and we will send you the digital download code. So take it away with your question.
And also, spelling is important.
Spelling is important.
TF Hero here person say nice and very good to your commission, by the way.
Thanks.
So, my question is, in the Harry Potter universe, who is Nagini?
Nagini. That's quite a broad question, isn't it?
Yeah. If no one can answer, I'll ask another question. That's fine. It always takes a minute for stuff to come through because there's like a 30-second delay.
Right.
I don't know if anyone's going to be able to answer this. I think this is too broad.
Are you looking for a specific answer? Because there's multiple answers to that question.
No, it can be a broad answer. That's fine. But I feel like this is too niche.
What, Harry Potter?
I feel like I've gone too niche with Nagini.
No, you haven't.
Are you sure?
No. People love Harry Potter.
I don't think anyone's gonna get it, to be honest.
Has no one guessed yet?
No. So I think this is too niche. My dad answered, but he messaged me directly.
Okay, well then move on to your different question then.
My next question is, in the Twilight movie series / book series, what is the name of the character that Robert Pattinson plays? Full name, spelling is important. What is Robert Pattinson's character's full name in the Twilight series?
What team were you on in the late 2000s?
Yeah, what team were you on? That is also important. Because I was very much on one team.
I remember, because I didn't like any of that stuff. I just remember being
Can't say.
I remember being a teenager and being in Burger King in America, and they had cups that were Team Blank Blank or Team, and it cracked me up, and that stuck with me for some reason. Because I think I got a cup that I didn't want.
Oh, Green Day got in there. We had two people at the same time. Green Day got it right. TF Hero, I'm sorry. Then even if you got it, the name spelling is incorrect. Green Day got it with Edward Cullen. That is the name.
Green Day wins again?
Team Dracula? No. I'm sorry.
Team Dracula?
I'm sorry, no. I'm joking, that's fine. But you have to secretly be Team Edward. We will DM you the code. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, since you've already won, I'll take a look to see if I have another issue. Like an issue 2 and issue 3 with a code, so you don't get two of the same codes.
Yeah, sounds good. And next time, you come up with the questions, because I think mine was too niche. My dad got it though, so I feel like we should...
No one knows Nagini, the snake, that...
Voldemort's
snake, he's also a Horcrux, the final Horcrux. Come on, people. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow I think I'm doing an Electra sketch card.
I think so, yeah. And
yep.
Hopefully it will be with your brother from Animated Series Spider-Man podcast.
That's what it's called, the Animated Series Spider-Man podcast.
He's a lot more interesting than I am. And
I think you've done very well. I think you've been a very good co-host.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you everybody for joining, and as Michael Scott would say, catch you on the flippy.